Hey everyone, RJ here with CV Tech, and today I'll be unboxing a phone that was just released to Boost Mobile. This is the Coolpad Illumina. Let's get it unboxed. Okay, so the Coolpad Illumina. It's a phone that's not been released but a few days, I believe. And this is a very basic phone. Now I've seen this phone at Best Buy, and they are selling it for a ridiculous price, like 150 bucks. And I think Boost Mobile website is selling it, I think, for 40. And I went to Walmart and I seen this phone for $39.99. So it was like I just had to pick it up, try it out. Looking at the specs here, the specs are very weak and very basic, but like I've always said, I never judge a phone until I have it in my hand and using it. So let's look at the specs here. Got a 5-inch display, talk time up to 12 hours. It has 8 gigabytes of ROM, 1 gigabyte of RAM, and a 1.1 gigahertz quad core processor. Now looking at the back of it here, it's some more specs. 5-inch display, 2150 milliamp hour battery, 3G, 4G LTE with HPUE. That 1.1 gigahertz quad core processor is a 210 processor with 1 gigabyte of RAM, 8 gigabytes of storage, of course Android OS, and a 5 megapixel main rear camera and a 2 megapixel front facing camera. So these specs here are pretty old specs. I really can't believe that they are actually still putting the 1.1 gigahertz processor in phones in 2018, but I guess they are. So let's go ahead and get this back here tore off. Go ahead and pull it out of the box here. So we got a really nice Coolpad box here. Shows the website right there. So I'm kind of liking the way this box is looking. Let's go ahead and open up this box here. And on top here, you will see the phone. We'll go ahead and pull it out to the side there and see what else comes in the box. So you have a micro USB charging cable there, as well as your wall adapter. And it does come with a removable battery. So kind of nice to see that there in a way. Some people like to see a removable battery. Some don't really care. I think it's kind of cool to have a removable battery still. So yeah, that's pretty much all that comes in the box here. So let me get all this cleaned up and we will take a look at the phone. Okay, so got the phone now in hand, and one thing that I noticed about this phone right away, looking at pictures, y'all all know what it is. It's just red accent back here at the camera and the flash. I love that with this, this color back here. Now this back has a texture to it that I'm really not feeling. I'm really not liking the back texture for some reason. I mean, it does feel okay in the hand, a bit slick, but I don't know. It's just got a, I don't know, that back just ain't hitting it for me. But I like the color of it, and I love that red accent. Let's go ahead and pop the back cover off here. I've already installed the battery. You'll see the whole phone is actually red inside here. So the battery is 2150 milliamp hour. Got your nano SIM card slot up here, as well as your micro SD card slot right there. So let's go ahead here and pop back on the back cover. Now on the back here, you will see your rear camera and flash with a microphone, with your rear mounted speaker. On the right, you have your power button, your volume rocker. On top, you got a 3.5 millimeter headset jack. On the left, we have nothing at all. And on the bottom, microphone with micro USB charging port there. And on the front here, you'll see you have your back, home, and your multi-recents key there. You also have your front-facing camera and your receiver and your 5-inch display. So let's go ahead and pull off this front screen protector here. And we'll get this phone its first boot up. So give it a second here. Got powered by Android. So we'll see if it has a nice little animation here in a second. I'm guessing a 720p screen. It just says 5-inch touchscreen display. So I'm guessing it's 720. I really don't know if it's 480 or 720. So right there it says Coolpad. And And so, yeah, let me go ahead. I'll get this phone here all set up, and I'll come back when it's finished. Okay, everyone, so we're set up now and ready to go. Now, along with its 1.1 gigahertz 210 processor and its very bare bones storage and RAM, we are also dealing with a 480p display. You can look at it when you tilt it there, you can tell the display just kind of like washes out. It's a 480 display along with that small processor, RAM, and ROM. And the phone it's got a choppy feel to it right out of the gate. I mean, it is an Android Go. You'll see the Gmail Go, the Maps Go, the Google Go. So it is a Go device, but the phone you can look at it there. You can just kind of see how it's just kind of like chopping there. It's just not very smooth. Pulling the drop down there, you can just see that it's not a very smooth experience. I'm going to go through just a few settings here with y'all. Like I say, it's pretty stock right now. There's not a lot on the phone. You have your sound recorder. You have YouTube. It's got a different type of, logo that you see right there. FM radio, stuff like that. Assistant, caller ID. And that's about it for right now. Got your drop down here, of course. Typical stuff here. Your mobile data, data saver, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, airplane. Got flashlight as well. So flashlight is always nice on a phone. And you got your battery saver, not disturb, portrait mode. You can turn that on or off if you want to keep it in portrait mode. We'll go into just a few settings here. We won't spend much time here. Kind of want to just look at a couple of things like the battery. It shows here the last full charge, screen usage since full charge, battery saver, battery percentage, adaptive brightness, sleep, ambient display. So the ambient display does show you wake screen when you receive notifications, so it does have that. Scroll on down here to display. You'll see brightness level, adaptive brightness, wallpaper, sleep, advanced for auto rotate screen, font size, display size, screensaver, and ambient display there. Now I'm used to pushing over here for the back, but it's on the right side this time, so yeah, kind of getting a little messed up with that. Now this phone does have 8 gigabytes of internal storage with 2.83 gigabytes used out of that 8. So you have around 5.17 gigabytes free. You have security and location. No fingerprint scanner, just your, your PIN pattern, password, stuff like that. So pretty stock stuff there. Now we'll scroll on down here to system. And we'll look at about phone here. It is running Android version 8.1 with August 2018 security patch. So you can just see right there that it's not smooth. I mean, right out of the box, it feels sluggish. It feels choppy. And 480 display, 1.1 gigahertz processor, 1 gigabyte of RAM, 8 gigabytes of storage. I just don't know. Let's take a quick look here in the dialer. So just a typical standard dialer there. Going to messages here. I'm guessing it's going to have just your Gboard already installed. So yeah, Gboard's already installed, as you can see right there. And you have your emojis there that I pressed like 2 seconds ago, and they finally popped up. So there you go. Going to the camera for a brief moment, just kind of interested to see, what they're offering here in the camera department. So you see your photo, your video mode there, your options up here, effects, flash. Up here, of course, is your settings. You got panorama mode, and you got your settings here. So you can you have a 5 megapixel camera and a 2.4 megapixel camera. Location, shutter sound, QR code and barcode scanner, your brightness, grid line, and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and go into video mode. You can record in 720, 480. So 720 max resolution and 480 is max resolution. Let's go to your front. Let's go ahead and go back to the photo here. Go to the front facing camera, and wow, that just looks super, super washed out. And the frame rate just, oh goodness. Let's go ahead and go into the settings here for a minute. When I pressed it, there we go. So 2 megapixel and 1 megapixel there. and all of that stuff there. Let's go into video and see if we can record. We can record in 720 and we can record in 480. So 720 and 480 is what you can record at, but it looks super washed out. So there it is, y'all. The $40 Coolpad Illumina. I mean, it's very basic. I mean, you know, it would be good for those who want a very, very cheap phone. Maybe buy a phone for a kid. Maybe have one for a secondary backup, as cheap as it is. You know, but these specs are outdated by years. So that was just my unboxing here and quick look here of this new Coolpad available for Boost Mobile. So let me know what y'all think down in the comments. This was helpful and informative, and you enjoy seeing this on my channel, hit that like button. Any questions that you may have, leave it below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell for post notifications. I'd really appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.